Oh, welcome back. Today's patient, 2001 Xterra with the 3.3 four-wheel drive. We got to change the alternator. First step, we need to take this ground wire off the battery, or the positive, whichever one. But this one's getting a little crunchy, so we'll probably take this ground wire off first. We get that disconnected, and we'll get this thing up in the air and see about swapping this alternator out. Fleet maintenance day. That's every day, right? Alright, disconnected. Let's get this thing up in the air. Looks like we got a little front main seal leak starting too on this thing. The rear main's been leaking for a while. It's actually leaks pretty good, but ain't much we can do about that other than keep putting oil in it. This thing looks like it's an original. Look at this guy. Cracked. Yeesh, that thing might be original. I don't think I've ever changed it. It looks like this is definitely a job you're gonna have to do from the bottom. Doesn't look too difficult. Here's the tensioner for the belt. Our belt looks okay. There's a bolt up top there. The pivot point for the alternator. I don't know what size that is. It looks like it might be a 12 or something. Same with this one. Guess we'll figure that out. Looks like we've got a ground wire on the back here. It's a 10mm. Right here. Get that off. Somewhere there's a plug on this thing. On the back here, we might have to dangle it down to really get to it, but we'll see. Let's get this thing loosened up and out of here. Alright, it's kind of hard with the lighting to see what's going on here, but normally this would have a skid plate here too that bolts to the cross member and this front cross member. I took mine out and I don't really run it because I don't really go in the woods with this truck, but it makes it a lot easier to get to the oil filter and to do regular maintenance on this. Alright, it looks like this ground lug is a 10mm, and all the bolts that hold the alternator to the truck looks like they're 12s. So this tensioner is a 12mm. Right, we can loosen that. It's even a 12mm to run the tensioner bolt out, so this tensioner bolt is a 12mm too. But we need to, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to spray that little block with something here. We got some liquid wrench here. Ooh. Upside down can. Come on. Still can't hit it. Alright, we got a little bit on there. Let's see if I can get to this. Probably gonna, oh, it's dripping on me now. Probably gonna have to get a 12mm socket for that top bolt. See if we can get this ground wire off the back with this 10. Now, somewhere on here, I think it's a 10. Sheesh, that thing's been on there a while. Guess we gotta pull down too. Here we go. 10mm. Damn. God, that thing's on there. Hard to see in here too a little bit. Come on. Get on there. She's a crusty one, that's for sure. strip it. It ain't even gonna come off of there. Great. Not a lot of room in here with the four-wheel drive, that's for sure. Thing's in that aluminum, man. It ain't gonna want to come out too easy. Might end up just snapping off. If I can get enough leverage on it. Thing fits on there good. Oh, I feel like it's stripping though. Yep. Of course, right? Come on. Man, that thing does not give you enough room to get in there. Got steering shafts in the way and everything. Can't even turn the wrench. Can't even get the damn thing on there. Can't get my hand on there. Can't get my hand in there. Crazy. Come on. You need the expensive tools to get in here. Oh, fuck. Bolt just broke off. Well, we knew that was going to happen because it's screwed into aluminum, right? We got a short extension and a 12mm socket. That on there. Alright. That should be good. That should be our pivot bolt. I don't think there... Do we have another bolt on the back somewhere? Because that doesn't seem right, right? Let's see if we can get this tensioner running here. Should have brought our electric ratchet, huh? It's moving. Seems like it. All right. Okay, take this tensioner off of here. Take this alternator bracket off to get this thing out of here. Okay, we get the belt. We can just let that chill over here. We don't have to take that completely off. Tuck it over here so it's out of our way if it'll stay. There we go. It looks like it's just 110mm to get this bracket off, so probably should do that and get it out of the way. Or is it a 12? It's a 12. Alright. So alternator bracket is 1 bolt, 12mm, right up by the crank pulley. You can see that bracket came loose as soon as it cracked, so we'll get that out of our way. It'll sure help, I bet. Especially when we need to flip this alternator around and start getting the wires off it. Oh man, that bolt's pretty long. Alright, alternator bracket. Alright, now is that only that 112 up here holding it in, or is there something in the back? If there's something in the back, that's going to be a nightmare, huh? Alright, let's see if we can wiggle this off. I hope there's not another bolt back there. I don't think so, but there might be. Something tells me there might be another bolt back there, guys. Oh yeah, there is. Looks like we got a 12mm, same location on the back, on the tab. Not gonna be fun to get to. I don't even know if I can get to it. I might have to pull this wheel liner out or something here. Oh man, we're right there, almost. Come on. We got it. We got it, come on. Need to give it the reach around here. Good old reach around. Come on. 6-point socket, all right, we got it on there. Let's see. Oh, is it on there still? I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know, guys. This seems pretty bullshit here. What are we on? Tighten? No. Come up between this steering link and see about getting it on there that way. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Damn, guys, we might need to go through the wheel well, and then the steering shaft is in the way, too. I might have to regroup and take this inner wheel lining out. We got a stubby swivel. Maybe we can get that in there. Okay. Make sure we're going the right way. Alright. This might be you definitely got to be able to work blind in these situations. How can you see what you're doing? You can't, bro. You literally can't. Alright, I think we're on there. Oh, we got it. Oh, I think that was my elbow cracking. Alright, we reached around with the stubby and we got in there. This is a tight fit. Seems like the bolt came loose though, so see if we can get it out with our hands. Yeah, it's coming. Alright. We all know that bolt ain't going back in there. I'm just kidding. We might put it back in. Alright. Go. Alright. Okay, now it should wiggle out of there at least. There we go. Coming. We still got the power wire hooked up to it, which is kind of hard to get to without. Is that a washer on there? Let's See if we can wiggle it down here. Come on. You guys coming out? Don't smash your finger. There we go. All right. Man, that power wire's kind of short, huh? Yeesh. We ain't got no slack on that power wire, huh? Can we turn this around and see what we're doing here? Probably not. Man, we might still have to go through the wheel well, huh? Well, I can get the boot off without seeing it. Let's see. It's probably a 10 millimeter or something. I don't know. It feels like a 12. Definitely feels like a 12. Let's see. Sorry I can't get you guys in there. It's pretty much possible to see what the heck's going on here. Anyway, get the boot off the wire and try to get this ratchet on there and see if we can break it loose. Putting a new one in is going to be an issue because this is a kind of a delicate situation with these things on there. Oh, man. I think I'm on it. Either it came loose or it's stripped. Let's see. I guess I didn't get it. This freaking rubber boot is difficult to get out of the way here. Boot's gonna mess me up big time here. Come on, get on there. Oh, there it is, I think. Oh, there we go. All right, we got it. Can't see what you're doing, but we got it. I don't know if that's the only plug. There might be another plug on this thing too. Come on. Goes. Okay, main wire's off. Is that it? You just got the ground. Oh no, there's another plug somewhere, huh? Something going in here, yep. Yep. There's a sensing wire here. How do we get that off? Squeeze it. Really don't give you no room in here, that's for sure. Probably easier than some cars, but this thing is shoved in here for sure. How does this plug work? Geez, can't see at all what that plug is doing. I don't know how you actually do the clip, but we're probably going to end up breaking this thing. Oh, is that it? Just pry it up a little bit, maybe.
Man, I wish I could see where I was going, huh? How this plug comes out there? What do you gotta do? Just squeeze it? No. Doesn't feel like a normal. Oh, there it is. I just push the tab in. Somewhere here, hold on. I just felt something go. There it is, I think. Lord have mercy. See what we're doing here. Can't see it all. There's not enough wire slack. What do we got going on here? I do see a tab. All right, here we go. Life, bro. I think we're gonna break it. It's not good. Difficult to get out. Come on. Fun, boys and girls, fun. Not fun when you're sweating your ass off, that's for sure. God damn, we got this thing spun around, but it is a factory alternator. So this plug ain't been out ever. Guess we need something. I gotta turn the fan on, guys, and I feel the noise. I can't stand the heat. It's too damn hot for this shit, that's for sure. Stuck in there bad. Shit, right? That is moving, so. What is it, honey? I think the tag's messed up inside. God damn. That fucker's in there, bro. That
Is in there. Get this wire off here and get some slack. Bring this thing down a little bit more here. Use another flashlight, I know that. I think I have one here. Can't see what I'm doing at all. This is a pretty difficult job, I would say. Even though it looks easy, it's definitely not. Alright, we got the wire off. Definitely would be pissed off if I was on the ground doing this, that's for sure. Get this wire out. Get this plug out here where we can see it. It's not liking life, apparently. Clip is all messed up. Corroded. Make it look easy on the internet, huh? Can't get that plug out, man. This won't go. Can't push the tabs down enough. Come on, did you unclick? Unclick? Come on.
Two-sided and it's separated in the middle, so it's not hard to push both sides at the same time. The connector piece is broken. Come on. Yeah, this thing will be mangled by the time I get in there. Shit all the time. I have to do the fucking puppy all of me. Get this damn clip out. I can't get it out. It just won't come out. It's too stuck. Can't get those tabs to unclick. In unison, anyway. Man, that thing will not come out of there. Definitely don't want to cut the wire. Not fun, that's for sure. I don't know how I'm going to get this thing out of there. You guys having fun watching someone struggle? Struggle bus? Struggle bus. Right. Freaking clicks. In there. Man, I really don't want to have to cut these damn wires. Try to rig all that back together, it's going to be a nightmare. I get this thing out of the bench, I'm not going to get it out. I can't get it out in here. Seized in there, good. Seized in there, good, man. Can't press the tab. Ah, fucker! Motherfucker, man. Damn it! Fucking tab is shot. Tab, come out of there. Damn, I pinched the hell out of my hand. Original clip does not want to come out. That clip is shot, bro.
This could be the fun part of your job, that's for sure. Jeez. There it goes. God, no wonder it don't want to come out here. Look how deep that thing goes in there. Well, hopefully it plugs back into the new one after I pinch the hell out of myself. Come on, where you go? Get off of there. There it goes. Alright. Hey, we got it! Finally. It was only 2 weeks later. Well, it looks like we got the right part, so that's good. It's a factory Nissan one in there, though. It lasted a while, almost 200,000 miles. See how this clip goes in here? You got to get both sides of this clip pushed down at the same time, and that's the difficult part. Hopefully it'll just clip right into this one. We won't have to worry about it, but it looks like we're going to have to find a 10mm ground bolt. Didn't come with one, so. All right, now the hard part, putting it back in. Well, reverse of how you took it off. We got one 12 in here, the other 12 in the back. The plug did clip in, so that was good. We have to hang this wire back up here. If you focus, there you go, this wire. We got to hang that back up, and we still need to get the positive on the back of the alternator, which you can't see. You might be able to see it dangling there, but as you can see, there's no room to really show much. And then we'll get the belt and the front tensioner back on right here, and we have to find a 10mm ground bolt for the ground wire there, hanging right there. I guess we'll come back when we get it in and see if it fixed it. You guys saw the struggle bus. Don't feel bad when it takes you an hour to get the thing out of there, because if you're laying on the ground, it definitely could. That's for sure. Hey, mechanic tip of the day. Take the wheel liner out. It definitely will help you with getting this wire loose and with getting this charge port back on there correctly. I don't know if it'll help you get that plug out of the alternator down in there, but you know, she's pretty chewed up, but she clipped back in. It's definitely not fun getting that thing out of there, especially the original alternator never being out. Like I said, if you see that clip, it has two sides, so you have to depress both sides evenly to get it to unclip, and that's kind of difficult when it's already kind of janky. But we got it out, we got it back in. I'm gonna get this power wire put back on there. Now that I got this wheel liner out, we're gonna have to replace some of these plastic push pins because we just broke them all off getting this wheel liner out, but we got extras of them, so we'll get our wheel liner put back in here, and definitely need that. The wheel liner is very crucial though. Like, you know, this keeps a lot of water from splashing on that alternator and really messing it up. If this thing falls out, you really should put something back in there because it does protect it a lot from the wheel. But as you can see, I should have done that earlier. Probably would have been easier for me to get some of them wires off, but we'll get it. You know, you got the lift all the way up in the air, or if you're laying on the ground, you don't want to keep getting back up and down, you know. I know I don't. Alright, make sure we got them all tight. I would say be careful on this bolt here because it just threads into this aluminum boss. So, you know, don't get too crazy with it. You might strip it out. If something does happen and you do strip it out, you can just swap this out for a through bolt with a nut on this side. But really, the tensioner's not really holding the alternator in place. What's holding it is the two 12s up top. If you can see them, you know, front and back. That's basically what wedges it in place. But we got it back on there. We got to go find a 10mm bolt for this ground wire. So let's go do that. We got the power wire back on. It's back hung up. So let's go find a ground wire, and then we can maybe be done with this project, put the wheels back on. Probably gonna have to go low for a 10. Oh man, I don't really want to put a Torx one in there, but I don't think I have any Torx here. They're all at home. There's another 10 down here. we'll find one eventually. It's kind of too long. There we go. There we go. That might work. Scores! Oh, we got the wheel liner back in with some new push pins. Guess we'll hook this battery back up and see if we can see if it's got enough juice in it to start her up. See if this alternator fixed her. Alright, before we had an alternator light that was on. After the alternator went dead, let's see what happens. Hopefully she's got enough juice. I didn't bother to charge the battery, but well, it looks like the alternator light's off, so that's good. Spinning down there, I guess. Can't see nothing from the top, that's for sure. I don't see the belt thrown off, so that's good. It ain't making no crazy noises. Sounds like it's charging. I hear it whining. Oh, we missed one. I guess we'll leave it. There's another one here, but it's starting to rip. Probably should order some new ones, some new rubber things if that's even available. If not, I could get some. I think I have a roll of rubber because I was going to rebuild some of these on the other trucks. Some of the two-wheel drive trucks, I just put plastic in here to block that off. It's usually the passenger side on two-wheel drive trucks, which is worse because, you know, the water always sits on the passenger side of the road, so that side gets jetted with water non-stop. Alright, I guess we're back on the road. We got the fleet back together. Fixed the brake line on the OG. We did the water pump on Snow White over the 4th of July weekend while we were all hanging out. And now we got the alternator fixed on the old Xterra. Definitely been in there a long time. She made a good run though. Almost 200,000 miles. You can't really complain, I guess. Anyway, we picked up this was off of Rock Auto. I think it was like $75. Auto parts stores want like $150, $160 for these damn things. Plus it was the original alternator on these is an 80 amp alternator, and this one is supposed to be a 100 amp alternator. Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but as long as it's charging the battery, we don't care, right? Alright, y'all. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. I guess I'll show you real quick when I get back to the house what we did to Snow White. Nothing too crazy, just a water pump and a little bit of cleaning up on her. But we're back in business. Ready to go. Ready to go tow some trailers full of storage locker stuff. It even passed inspection. Amazing, right? Well, like I said, old Snow White's fixed up. Got her a brand new water pump down in there. $22 water pump, $14 shipping to get it before the holiday. That's pretty crazy. Also got a brand new valve cover gasket and some Pontiac blue that we got out of a storage locker. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. It could have been a little bit darker, but it's better than corrosion. We sanded down the valve cover, gave her a little scratchy spray. Could have sanded these ribs off, but it's all good. It's just going to get dirty anyway. We did clean under here a lot too, so she's looking all right. We might have definitely needed the valve cover gasket though. It was leaking front and back, but we got that sorted. This fan is not. I'm kind of worried about that. It's been cracked the whole time I've had the truck, but it might be something we might want to replace here eventually. Went through the last couple totes from that three locker storage locker, and we ended up finding some more jewelry We got a couple bags here, a couple bags here, and we found these two in the clothes. It looks like all costume, but we'll go through it. There's some brooches in here. That one's got a skull. Look at that, that's weird. All right, some vintage hair ties, some, what's that, mother of pearl brooch. All right, we'll go through here, check that stuff. The other, what is this, a mirror? Yeah, it's like a vanity mirror. It looks like it's got cats on it. Anyway, we went through all that stuff out of the lot that we found before, the jewelry that you guys seen on the one video. Stay. I gotta get this stuff out of here. Anyway, we went through that jewelry out of that locker, and I took it one time. I did $360, and then I took it back. The other half, I went back the next Sunday, or maybe the Sunday after that, and we did $420, I believe, and then I sold what was left for $100. And then we just found all this stuff, which doesn't look like there's any gold in there, which I haven't cashed any of the gold in from that locker either, so we got to still do that. But it's looking good, you know. We made our money, paid for our alternators and water pumps and everything else we needed, right? Keep it moving. We're after another one.